welcome back to my channel. Today we are building in The Sims. So today we're going to be making a build where every room is a different emotion. We're not going to do too many emotions, we're going to do just like 4. So I was thinking we do the basic ones: happiness, sadness, anger, and I was thinking maybe like fear. I don't entirely know. I haven't fully made up my mind on the 4th emotion that I want to do, so it could change later in the video, but I do know that we're at least going to be doing 4 different emotions today. And I didn't want to build like a regular ordinary type of house for it. I thought it would be fun to build like an apartment style home. So each room not necessarily is a different apartment. It's going to be like a shared apartment or shared dorm, kind of like when you go to university. So it's not going to be like different apartment, like full-size apartments. It's literally just going to be different rooms within the housing dorm. It's going to be different emotions. In the housing dorm, I'm going to make like little community areas and spots, maybe like a library, a kitchen, of course, maybe like a little gym. But I do know that I want to build in San Myshuno. I was thinking about building in Brightchester, but I really didn't want to do that. So I have decided to build in San Myshuno on this 30 by 30 lot over in the Spice Market area. I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to build the dormitory or the dorm housing in Brightchester because everything's already over there. I wanted to build it in another area. Now I am gonna have to bulldoze this man's house, but it's okay. He'll be all right. He can move out later. Okay, so I have already went in and built our shell for the build because it is going to be like pretty big, a big one. So I didn't want to spend too much time on building the shell on the outside. I also did a bit of the landscaping already as well. So I am going to show you guys what I did just briefly, and then we're going to go right into doing the community areas, and then we'll focus more on the rooms themselves because this is about making each room a different emotion. We're going to kind of go quickly through the community areas, but for now, this is what we are looking like for the shell here. I did put a couple things around from Debug already. Like I put this fountain here, and then I also put these flagpoles from Debug at the front here just to kind of make it look like it would belong to a university. I also put these little overhangs here, kind of like a bus stop. Like this is where you would go for the bus stop. I think I'm gonna put some benches right here too. I also made them a little car parking lot in the back here. So we do still have a little bit to do on the outside. But this is not gonna be any type of like limited pack build or anything like that. But I do think I want to still focus mainly on Get Together, City Living, and Discover University. I also know that I want to make the outside brick, so let's go ahead and see about getting some brick down all over. I don't know, how do we feel about that? See how that's brick there, and then this is, and then over to the side is brick too. So we're gonna go with this brick. I like that. You know what, I think around they kind of have like a metal roofing. Should we do the metal, the black metal? I think that's cool. I like that. I actually do like that. We can do black windows. So I was thinking about making this a balcony, like these 2 parts a balcony. So let me see about that. How do I feel about that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Do I like that? I mean, of course I gotta put some columns or something. Let's go fully through and put the columns as well. Maybe the brick. Do they have like a black with red? They do, but that's too red. Okay, that's not bad. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. We still got more to put on because I know I want to put. Ooh, the trim might make it okay. I mean, that one's not bad. I don't hate that one, and I can do it all around. Okay, and it's still kind of thick. We can do this instead. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, I feel like that is fine. I still don't know about the fence though. I may have to look at doing a different fence, or should we do the string lights? Oh, but the string lights just hit different. Okay, look at that. That is so cute. And then the back is just bleh. Okay, let's get some windows. Actually, let me get a door first because I think it's going to be dependent on the door that I choose, because I do want this to be like a big open door. Let's see what they have for Discover University. Oh, See, why can't I just have all black? Oh, this is all black. That's all black, but it has the it has the gold accents. It may be fine. Let's see. Let's try it. While we're doing the windows, I like to think about how I have everything laid out for like as far as the floor plan goes. So speaking of the floor plan, I am gonna go ahead and show you guys. I did already do that as well. So down here, I think I'm gonna have like a little library this way. This is gonna be a gym area. This is gonna be our living room and like dining room and kitchen space on this whole entire side here. And then we have the steps going up. This is gonna be where all of our rooms are. So we have 2 rooms on each side, and then each room will share like a Jack and Jill style type of bathroom. And then this room is gonna be like a common area or like a game room. I thought would be pretty cool and fun. And then of course in the back, I do still want to make them like a little pool or outside lounging area. Now with that in mind, let's think about some windows. Ooh, maybe these. See, I like that. I like that. You see how open that is? But it still gives that like, I don't know how to explain it. The texture on the windows, I love it. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I think the windows for downstairs is fine. The windows downstairs is fine. Let's actually get the common areas and the downstairs done, and we'll do the windows upstairs when we go upstairs. Let's pick a flooring. I really like this wood from Businesses and Hobbies. I don't know if I want it to be light in here. I didn't think about that. I think I do. I think I want it to be kind of like light and airy. And then all the rooms, of course, can have their own thing. But in the common areas, I think I want this light wood. Which room should we do first? I don't know. Let's do the kitchen. Let's do the kitchen first. Let's do this side. Kitchen and living. Let's do that first. Let's pick a fun wallpaper. That's fun, but not too much. Maybe we just do something very plain. Is that too plain though? That might be a little too plain. Ooh, that is really pretty. Should we try this? I think I want to try this. I don't really use this often. And I feel like it matches the floor. And then the black windows with it don't look too bad. And then I can make like the couch and stuff more simple coloring, like an off-white or a white. This one maybe? Ooh, maybe this, because we have, okay, wait. And it brings some more subtle coloring in. Okay, so I'm gonna finish out the living room really quickly, and then I'll show you guys how it looks when I'm done. And all right, this is what I have got for the living room so far. I may come back in here and put a couple more like clutter pieces around, but this is what I have so far. So I did go back to the lighter version of the couch that we were looking at. Then I decided to use these little like different cabinets and drawers from Dream Home Decorator, because I felt like the very light tan or the off-white tan fit the most on the couch. And then I used this rug from Lovestruck because it's almost the exact perfect color as the wall, so we brought more of the wall color down to the floor, so we still got that light tan and like burgundy color going on, color scheme. Behind the couch I did place this bookshelf and this picture and this plant over here, and then I put a couple like curtains on the windows. So I think this is good for now. Again, if I find more stuff that I decide I want to put in the living room, then I'll definitely come back and do it. I did also add a couple of plants and some things from the Comfy Gamer kit, like a little game controller. I know I said I was going to do a game room upstairs, which I still am. There's going to be a lot more in there, but I did still want to put just something small down here for them to do. So that's going to be our living room for now. Now we're going to move over to our kitchen space. So I am going to do this really quickly and then show you guys what I come up with. Okay, well, this is what I have come up with for the kitchen. Now, I did end up changing the whole entire color scheme. Not completely, but I did change the wallpaper in the living room. I did where it just had like this burgundy trim around instead, and the walls was more plain and like white with this little pattern on it. And then I added a picture here, and I did our dining table here. in our kitchen. I did that because I wanted to be able to bring more color in, and I feel like the previous wallpaper just had, like, it was already burgundy, and then it had all of the like golden or tan looking flowers on it, that I felt like it was too much for me to put another wallpaper in the kitchen and also try to add stuff on the wall, because it was already so like popping out or so popish. So that's why I did change it. Now it does still look a little weird here between the kitchen and the wallpaper, but I think it's fine. It'll be okay. So just to walk you guys through the kitchen, I did use Dream Home Decorator counters and cabinets. Over here I made them like a little appliance section. They have a microwave and a coffee maker. They're definitely gonna need that because they're in college. On this side they have their stove and their sink and fridge, and then a whole big island. I did do it simple. I didn't want to put too much clutter around, so I did a little bit. It's really, most of it's from the kitchen clutter kit. I went with the pink because the wall that I chose has that back tiling that has like a little pink in it as well. So I put a little clutter everywhere. I kept it as simple as possible because I do want to still keep it kind of simple. I don't want to put too much everywhere. I did give them a trash can. Y'all know I am notorious for leaving out trash cans in my builds, so I did give them a trash can. I actually do need to give them a range hood as well now that I am looking at it, so we can just do this one. And I also want to give them a alarm because college students, it's bound to happen. Speaking of alarms, I do think I want to give them a burglar alarm as well. We can definitely make it black. And then let me fix this wallpaper here. It doesn't go with any of like the emotions that we're gonna do in their rooms just yet. This is just a common area room, so I kind of did it however. We're not going to focus too much on the common area rooms as I mentioned. Okay, so before I finish this, I do actually have to step away now, but I will come back later and I'll finish this. See you guys later. Bye. Hi, I am back. Yes, it is a different day. I was not able to come back the same day and finish out the build, but that doesn't matter. We are back now. It is a different day, a new day. We have fresh eyes, a fresh mind, a fresh start. So let's pick back up where we left off. Last time we did finish the kitchen and the living room area. Now, because I don't want this video to be extremely long because this is kind of like a bigger build, I did go ahead and finish out the rest of the common area, so I am going to show you guys that quickly, and then we're going to jump straight into doing the bedrooms and different emotions. So I did complete the other side where we're going to have our gym and our library. So a few things. I changed the library section to being open. I didn't want to close it off with doors. Kind of wanted it open. So this is the library. It's honestly pretty basic. I still tried to follow through or carry through the same type of color scheme. So we have burgundy walls. I did change the wall pattern. I like this a lot more. And then I used some couches and chairs from the Cozy Kitsch kit. I did put them 2 computers in here. I didn't want to put a computer on each desk. I definitely could have. Maybe I'll put computers in 2 of the other rooms. That way it's at least 4 computers if they all need to use it at some point. On the outside of the library, I did put 2 chess tables just kind of in this hallway. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to put out here in the hallway. And then the last thing I did do downstairs is give them their gym. So I decided throughout the whole entire house, outside of their rooms, that their college colors are gonna be like a maroon or like a burgundy type of red and then black. But this is the gym. Now, one thing I did leave out of here is a speaker. So I do want to put some speakers in here, but for now I put 2 treadmills, kind of 2 of everything. I did do the free weights, I only did 1. This is their gym, pretty simple. I am gonna go ahead and put in those speakers. Let's see. I think I just want to do the wall ones. Maybe I'll do 1 here. Should I do 2 or just 1? I think just 1, because if I do 2, they'll end up playing different types of music on it, right? We'll just do 1. 1 is fine. So I made them an outside like lounge area as well. I gave them a pool. It's not too big, but they have a diving board, some lounge chairs, and I did go ahead and give them some like pool loungers. And then I also gave them a hot tub. I gave them a keg as well, college, and then a bubble blower. And then I also gave them this bar here. So this is, let me change the lighting right quick. So this is their outside pool area. It's not too much, but I mean, I feel like it's common things you would find for colleges. But that's really gonna be most of the downstairs. I think it looks really, really nice. It's not too much, it's not too cluttered, but these are not what we're here for. This is not the main focal point. The focus of the build is to get these rooms and these different emotions. So with that being said, I am going to quickly show you guys the last common area, which is upstairs. It's going to be their kind of like game room. I can also put a speaker in here too. I forgot to put speakers around, so let me go ahead and put one there. But it's not going to be much in here. This was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, so I didn't put too many things. I put this big game console, and then I put a dartboard, a ping pong table, and then a foosball table. But yeah, this is just their game room. Pretty simple, not too much, not too little, just enough. So now, as you can see, the rooms do already have wallpaper in them, and they already have flooring as well. So I did go ahead and pick that out. So let me tell you guys about the emotions that we're going to be doing. So as I mentioned in the beginning, we are going to just be doing 4 emotions for this particular build. If you guys want to see me do other emotions, definitely let me know down in the comments and we can definitely do that. But for now, the 4 that I have chosen, I knew that I wanted to do the main basic 3, happiness, sadness, and anger. And then I was kind of torn on what I wanted to do for the 4th emotion. So before we get to the 4th emotion, this is going to be the room for happiness. On this side, I put happiness and anger. I feel like they would have a love-hate relationship on these 2 emotions, because happiness will always constantly be happy, and I feel like that would make anger more angry because they're always happy. Then on the other hand, I feel like the happy sim would want to continuously be happy to try and change anger to make them not mad anymore. So I felt like their side would definitely be a funny love-hate relationship. So that's why I put them together. On this side, I did sadness. This is how sadness wallpaper and flooring look. It's blue and black. It's going to be very dark in this room. They're sad, you know? And I know when I'm sad, I don't want anybody to mess with me. I don't want anybody to talk to me. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to sit in my sadness and get through it and like work through it. So that's the 3 emotions I chose. Now, the 4th emotion that I did end up choosing, at first I said maybe I would do like fear, but I didn't want to do that. So I thought the 4th emotion that I would do would be love. When I watch like other simmers make builds based off of emotions, I don't think I've ever watched one where they base the room off of love. To me, love is definitely an emotion. Like, you can feel love for so many things, whether that's romantically or platonically. So I thought that would be fun and different to make this room based off of love. With that being said, let's go ahead over to the room for happiness and get them done first. Usually, most of the time, happiness is associated with the color yellow. It can be associated with other colors. You know, it doesn't have to be yellow, but most of the time, when you see anything with happiness on it, it's going to be like a bright yellow. They have this bed from Discover University. I don't know. Because I don't have... Oh, wait, is that high school years? That's actually high school years, not Discover University. What am I talking about? Oh, look at the greens. Here I am with the green. No, that's really cute too. Oh, wait. Okay. I think we may have to do this one. It literally has the sun on it. It literally has the sun on it. So I also like that this brings in more colors that we can try and use. So like a light pale or very pastel-y like pink, we can also try and incorporate more into the room as well. I mean, what about you? Is that bad? That's not too bad. Or wait, that one may be better. Okay, I don't hate that one. I actually really like that one. But this has a little bit more pink in it. Is that too much? Oh my gosh, I like that. But is that too much? Yeah, I think I like this one better. Oh, I think I like that one. Yeah, I like that one better. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some end tables. I think with most of the rooms, the things that are going to really tie in the emotions is going to be like the decoration. So I'm definitely going to have to dig for some decorations that resemble happiness. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, I mean, maybe we can do this pink one. What else do we know they're going to need? I think I might give them a desk in here. Maybe I can put them a desk in a corner and do another window. Do they have a yellow one from they do have a yellow one from Discovery University. But that brings me back to the window. But I like that. So I'm gonna use that. Oh, cute. Look at the one with the flowers. I like that. Okay, I do want to get another rug, but I feel like it's so much yellow over here. Maybe we just do like a regular basic white rug. Okay, we can just put it under there. That breaks it up. And then let's get us a dresser. What about this one from Businesses and Hobbies? That's cute, and it has some more of the pastel pink in it, and we have white. Should I put it over here though? Instead? Maybe I put the dresser here and then a mirror over on the side. Okay, I feel like that's most of what they need. So now I'm just gonna go around and put in some decoration, and then I'll show you guys what I put down to resemble like happiness. All right, this is what I have come up with centered around the emotion happiness. So around the room, I gave a couple of things that I felt like would fit for them. I feel like they would be like a green theme. Not in the way of like recycling or anything. I mean, like they would be a plant lover. That's better. I'll say plant lover. Gave them a couple of plants around the room, and then I did change their lights over to these hanging plant lights. And then their desk, I gave them just a little bit of clutter. I left it open. They can come and sit and do their homework here. On their desk, I gave them a couple of different books, the study stack. I gave them an alarm clock and then some more plants around. I also felt like they would be the cheerleader. Like they would definitely be a cheerleader at the college. So I gave them some pom-poms and this like little megaphone thing. I did give it to them in the color of what the school would be. And over by the bed, I did give them this big sun wall decoration. It definitely fits. I mean, the bed has a sun on it. The happiness, sunshine, rainbows. And they do have a balcony. So on their balcony, I put just a couple of things. I felt like they would also be a painter. That would be nice for them. Maybe that's what they're in college for, really. So I gave them a easel on their balcony, and this is like supposed to mimic something they would have painted. And then I also gave them a garden planter. I don't know if they'll actually be able to use this. There's not much space up here, but to go along with the theme of they really like plants, I gave them a planter. So that is the room for our emotion of happiness. I really like it. It's not too much. I feel like it's just enough, and I can look at this room and think, oh, this is a happy person. This person has a really, really good, outgoing, upbeat personality. That's how I feel when I look at this room. So now we're going to go over to their neighbor, which is going to be anger. So anger is usually associated with the color red. So let's see. What are we thinking for a bed? We want red. Do we just go like simple? This one, red and black. None of these are giving angry. We're gonna go with this one. We're gonna go with this bed. Let's get them. We can definitely lean more into the black in their room. So let's get some accent tables. I don't know how to pick an angry accent table. So we really just need a black one. Maybe we can do this one with the books on it, under it. Let's get, should they have a desk too? They can definitely also have their own desk. We can do this one. Let's get them a dresser. Do that one. Okay. They need a mirror. We'll do the same. Yeah, we'll do the same as we did. Oh, let me get them a rug. So maybe I do red. In that case, I can give them a black chair then. Yeah, we'll just give them a black chair and then the red carpet, the red rug. So now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do some clutter and decoration around, and I'll show you guys what I came up with for their room. Okay, so this is what I have come up with for the anger emotion room. Now, I didn't find many things or put many things in here that I feel like really represent anger or show anger other than this wall like graffiti or decal that literally says the angry gnome. I kind of centered their room around like a sporty theme. I thought maybe they're into like a lot of different sports to help them relieve their anger. I also put a punching bag in here for them and a couple of little things on the wall. I gave them these skateboards. I really gave them this one because you see how this one's scratched up? I was thinking, well, maybe they did that out of anger. Maybe that was the way they released their anger one day. But yeah, and not too much. I don't feel like they would be ones to have much in their room. I feel like they would be out and about all the time, just not wanting to be stuck up in their room. So now we are going to move over to the room for sadness. The color that is mainly associated with sadness is going to be blue most of the time. What are we thinking for their bed? Oh, that is not cute. Oh, maybe this one. That's not bad. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with this one. This one is fine. And that brings another color in for me to do is gold. We can do some like gold accents around. Let's get them their accent tables. You're not bad. I mean, I don't hate you, but I don't know if I like you. Ooh, this one's better and it has a little bit of gold. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Desk. We can do this one from Life and Death. That's fine. Okay, then maybe we can do like a blue and black rug. Ooh, you're okay. You're very big though. Okay, that's better. Okay, well maybe I can center theirs. I might give them a computer in their room, like a laptop, because I feel like they wouldn't want to be around many people. Let's do this one. Okay, they need a mirror. I'm gonna give them all a mirror, although I don't feel like that they would use their mirror much. They have the smaller room too. Maybe that's why they're sad, because their room is so small. Okay, so this is what we have. Now, again, I am going to go through putting in a little bit of clutter, and then I'll show you guys the clutter that I put inside of their room to kind of symbolize sadness. All right, so this is what I have come up with for our sad emotion room. I felt like this person could definitely be into music. Like, I feel like they would use music to kind of like hide away and fall into their safe space. So I gave them some headphones laying around, and I also feel like they would be an artist as well. I gave them some university like school stuff laying around to tie in their like or love for music. I gave them this jazz picture, and then I gave them this beautiful picture above their wall. I feel like that is so pretty. I think I want to change this wall to a fully black wall though. And then I also gave them a guitar. So I did give them a guitar. That can be their skill. It goes along with them being into music. Yeah, so I mean, not too much. I really like this room. This might be my favorite one. Oh, wait, I also gave them this mirror that's crying. I thought it was really cute. So I gave them that as well. But that's pretty much it for their room. So now moving over to our last emotion, our last room, the one I'm most excited about to see what I can come up with and do is gonna be for love. So let's get their bed. What are we thinking? I was really thinking you, but you don't match the room. I don't match the room how I want, but you do. Let's get a rug. Okay, I mean, we can go with the pink one. As much pink in the room as we can get. I don't think I want to do pink or red in the accent table. Maybe we just do all love struck in this room. Okay, nice. Okay, let's get a desk. We can go this for love struck. Let's get us a dresser. Okay, I'll go with this one because I can put some stuff on it. Okay, so I think that is our basics, how we've been doing for every other room. Let me do the clutter. I'll be right back. All right, and this is what I have come up with for our love emotion room. I put a lot more things from Love Struck in here. I gave them a little ottoman at the end of their bed. I gave them some candles. I also put some of the twinkling lights on their back wall. I felt like that would be really cute. I gave them this big heart LED light. Gave them a couple of flowers and some candles on their end tables. And then of course I have to give them some of the cute like teddy bears and everything. So they have this love bear. So as you can see, they have a lot of things resembling love. I gave them the game that you can play with Love Struck in here. I put a laptop in here. I did say I wanted to give 2 of the rooms laptops, so I gave them a laptop as well, because I thought like I was going around putting different like activities and skills in each of the other rooms. So I was thinking, what could I give them? And I felt like it would be really cool if they were a writer, if they were going to school for like writing to be a writer, and what they really want to do is write like a lot of love novels or love stories. I felt like that would be really, really cute. They do also have a balcony. On their balcony I didn't put much. I just put 2 chairs from high school years. But yeah, that's pretty much our love room. I am gonna quickly do these bathrooms. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys what I came up with for their bathrooms. The bathrooms are gonna be kind of similar. However, I did give them like different things on each side that, you know, just to differentiate it a little bit more. The only things that I really made different was the clutter. On this side we have more of like black colored clutter, and then on this side this is going to be the clutter for our emotion of love. So they both have their own shower and they have their own door for privacy, and then I gave them like toilets out in the open, but I did put privacy screens down for them. And the other side, like I said, is going to be very, very similar layout. They have their own personal shower. This is the side of the clutter for our happy sim, and then this is the side for our anger emotion. They have a lot of toilet paper. I don't know why. And yeah, with that, I think the build is done. Oh my gosh. This took me so long to build, but I really, really like this. Now I'm thinking about making some Sims in these very emotions and maybe even moving them into this house. But this is our build where every room is a different emotion. Every bedroom, that is, not every like actual room in the house. So I think my favorite room is going to be happiness, just because it's so bright and I love yellow. Like I love green, I love yellow. Okay, if it is an earth tone, I'm there. All right, well, with that being said, that is going to be all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Let me know which room was your favorite. As always, stay blessed, and until next time, bye.